Yeah. Mm. Mm. Or is eliminating people that should not be on the board. Yeah. Beat to walk by. I like the little petting zoo there too. Huh? Donkeys. Yeah. And a miniature horse. Maybe it's a Shetland. Okay, I gotta go pet the horsey. Hey, horsey. Hello, aren't you a pretty little thing? Yeah. Got a couple little donkeys. I see rabbits. Yeah, and a duck. There's a duck in a duck pond. Aww. Yeah, he wants his hay there. He doesn't want anything except his hay. Aww. Oh, got a little goat. Hey, little goat. Hey there. Yeah, look at the little one. Hey, little goat. Yeah. When does the first cooking demonstration go on there in the? Let me check. Yeah. This says it's the Sam, Houston, Henderson, Roberts, Zavala, Bowie, Reagan, Jones, Fannin, Gordon, I think. Wharton. That's one grand hall there. Oh, get up here where we can see it. I'll show you the fountain here in a moment. Look at the archer there in the entryway. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's see if I can throw in. Okay, that's as far as I can go. There's the archer. He's golden and he's in the entryway. Yeah. Look at all the Art Deco architecture there. All these buildings were built back in the grand days of the architecture that was Art Deco. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to Ireland Bound. My voice is still recovering. Um, Anybody who read the post that I did know that I've been without my voice for a little bit. I had some really bad seasonal allergies that hit me, and they hit me so hard that I lost my voice. So I haven't been able to speak for a little while, at least not very well where I'm understandable. I've got most of my voice back now, and as you can hear, I'm still a little gravelly, but I've got enough of it back that I can record again. I was in the middle of editing stuff when I lost my voice, so I've kind of had to go back and redo a few things because, to go from having a good sounding voice where I sound normal to this, it didn't make sense to hold on to it. So yeah, I've I lost my voice, but I've got most of it back. I've probably got about 95% of it. What can I say? You know, you lose your voice, you lose your voice. So anyways, like I said, I've got most of it back now. and I'm going to try and do the best I can. So please excuse the gravel or sandpaper or whatever you want to call it. Truthfully, my throat felt like sandpaper there for a while. But anyway, so today I was editing for the North Texas Irish Festival. Whoop, sorry, my puppy dog. He's playing around at my feet here, and uh, he doesn't realize I'm trying to record. He doesn't understand the significance. But anyways, North Texas Irish Festival. I went to it the first Saturday of March, which was about 3 weeks ago now, with a wonderful good friend, one of my original supporters, Kayla. She just recently came back down to this area, and I thought, well, it'd be fun to hang out with her again. So, honey, would you please? You're gonna mess me up bad, huh? I know, I know. Puppy dog thinks he's got to have attention. But anyway, so Kayla and I went to the North Texas Irish Festival. It was the Saturday, so I think it was March the 4th. I think it was like March 3rd, 4th, and 5th that they had it. And so she and I went the 5th, which was a Saturday, and went up there and truthfully had a pretty good time. Didn't know what to expect because puppy dogs. Didn't know what to expect because never been to an Irish festival before. But for the most part, it was like a lot of other fairs and festivals and stuff like that that I have been to in the past. There was a lot of craftspeople up there. There was a lot of sorry, I got a little bit of an itch. This I think this tag is driving me a little bit nuts back here. Uh, uh, anyways, they had craftspeople. Some of the things were specifically kind of Irish themed, things that fit the Irish Celtic motif. Some of them were just people up there trying to make a living, which I have no problem with that because nowadays you got to do everything you can to make a living, right? So, but yeah, we saw a lot of interesting things, and I'm going to apologize for the shakiness of some of the videos because uh, this the equipment I have doesn't have stabilizers in it, and I didn't really think about that whenever I was filming. So it's like you're walking, and of course you have a natural bounce when you walk, and it was coming out in some of the videos. And uh, also, too, I'm going to apologize now because there's some stuff, some Sandy. There was some stuff that I had recorded inside some of the buildings, but once again, if your equipment doesn't have image stabilizers, you're not going to get good sound either. And I didn't. There was a cooking demonstration that we went to, and the I was sitting there listening to it, and I thought, oh, I hope my camera is picking it up better than this. No. Instead of hearing what he was saying, everything, and so it's kind of like, oh my word, it's like I didn't get, hello, Sandy, hello, this is Sandy. He doesn't want to look at the camera. He'd rather look at me. Here, sit down next to me, okay? Anyways, filming with animals. What was it? W.C. Fields said, animals and kids will steal the spotlight or something like that. He never worked with them because they always upstaged him or something. I can't remember. But yeah, they want all the attention. But anyway, so uh, back to back to what I'm trying to do. I'm being distracted by too many big boy here. Too much big boy. Anyway, so like I said, the some of the inside stuff came out so badly you can't understand what's being said. So before I try something like that again, I really need to upgrade my equipment badly. I'm looking at some stuff. I just need enough money to buy it. So I'm hoping to have enough in next couple months that I can get it and maybe get my friend Kayla to go with me, and we can work on seeing how well it will record. Uh, so, anyways, I apologize because, like I said, there's some stuff that I got that you can't get good sound unless you're like right up on top of the microphone. Some of the things that I'm saying that I'm like right up here close, you can understand really well. You get a little bit further away, and it just doesn't sound good. But anyways, the opening things there, where we went to was it's the North Texas Fairgrounds. It's Fair Park. That's the name of it. Fair Park. It's over there on the east side of Dallas. They have the State Fair of Texas over there, and a lot of other events. I mean, they use it year round. They've got a lot of beautiful Art Deco buildings. What you saw there in the beginning, some of the Art Deco stuff, for those who like the old 1920s and 30s Art Deco. And they have been very well maintained over the past 100 some odd years. I mean, they've done a really good job of taking care of the buildings and the structures and the artwork that goes with it. And there are just some absolutely beautiful things out there. If I took a picture of everything, this would probably be like a 2-hour video. But anyway, so I'll go through and I'll show you little bits of things that we did, and kind of give you my insights and my thoughts on it. Like I said, we had some beautiful Art Deco to look at. There were some murals there that were just, you know, they were beautiful in the fact they were old and they had held up well. They had been well taken care of, and it's very evident. Like I said, Dallas, you've done a great job of taking care of that place. Please continue to take care of it because it's, even with as old as it is still gorgeous. It still holds up well, and they have managed to update things to keep it modern but yet keep that beautiful Art Deco look. So anyways, we'll go into the next segment and stuff, and I'll tell you a little bit more. So talk to you again in just a moment. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Oh, sorry, Kayla. To match my. Yeah. Yeah. How are you? Lovely. Got one with a skull right there. Oh, nice. Okay, and so as you can see from the video, there was some shopping that could be done. They had a lot of different interesting things. There was definitely lots and lots and lots of jewelry. In fact, I even got my own piece. I had been wanting a Celtic cross for quite some time, so I finally got one. It's a necklace, so I can wear it. Whoop. Let's turn the pretty side around so that way y'all can see. It's a necklace, and I have worn it quite a few times, and I absolutely love it. I had wanted something like this for quite some time, and so they had a lot of different ones to choose from. Some of them were pretty expensive and very beautiful. There was one that was made out of silver. It was made by a very nice man who was a silversmith. But unfortunately, the money I was supposed to get by that weekend did not come through until the next weekend. And so I had to pass it by. I like this one because it's got the darkened areas that kind of make the eternal knots stick out more and make them more prominent where you can see them. That was actually one thing I'm not going to say I was put off. Honey, leave my camera alone. Now one of the kitty cats wants to play with it. But anyways, I mean it. Yes, it's a leg, but it's not my leg. Well, technically they are my legs. They just aren't attached to me. Anyways, there he's gone away. He's that's one of my little boy kitties. He's very affectionate. Um, anyways, so as I was saying, uh, one of the things that would have enhanced the pure silver one for me is if it had the I can't think of the technical name for it. The where they darken part of it, to make the design more obvious and a lot more, where it stands out. I probably might have tried to break the bank to get that one because I mean it was really nice. It was really really beautiful. But I went with that one. Boy Cat's back. I'm trying to stabilize the camera too. But anyways, yeah. But I went with that one because, like I said, it made the eternal knot, and there he is. This is the one that was causing the problems. All you get to see is his tail. But yeah, it I liked the fact that you could see it, that it was, it made it pop out more. I mean, the silver one, like I said, it was really, really, really beautiful. The man had it on half price. I mean, it normally was about $100, and he was going to sell it for 50. And I just, like I said, I liked it, but I really wanted something to make everything stand out more. And I looked around. I found two or three places. Also, something I saw, and I was very tempted. I came this close to getting it. It's called a I hope I don't butcher the word. Comera worry stone. It's like Commera, I think. Anyways, it's a stone. It's a flat stone, and you put it in your hand and you rub it with your thumb. So you sit there and do that. That's why they call it a worry stone. You worry it. You take and rub it around. You know, give your thumb a good workout. Um, I was very tempted by one of those. It was a real pretty one, and I just, like I said, I came this close to getting it, but I didn't. Um, there was a few other things. Like I said, I didn't have the money that I hoped I'd have by that weekend, so kind of kept my spending down on some things. But there were so many beautiful things, so many very nice things. And as y'all could see in one of the little clips there, you could get clothes too. So you could, dress up more kind of the old Irish way, the corset belts, that pulled in and pushed up, made you look more than what you were. But yeah, they had all sorts of different outfits, really pretty skirts, tops, they even had swords there too, and I wish I had gotten some pictures of some of those swords. And as I was sitting there looking at it, it's like, ooh, aren't these pretty? And then it was like, afterwards, I thought, I should have taken a picture of some of those because some of those were so neat. But yeah, so it's like I said, there were a lot of interesting things you could buy. I mean, you could get yourself decked out to uh, do battle with the English if you wanted to. I mean, like I said, there was a lot of stuff to um, get, souvenirs, things that said North Texas Irish Festival on it, or, things like what I got there, my little pretty cross that I got. There was wall hangings. Of course, you saw the one stand there that I got where it had the little cottage, the white cottage with the thatched roof, and then it had like an Irish prayer right above it. There's things like that, and those beautiful, beautiful lamps. Oh my word! It was a good thing I didn't have money because one of those lamps would have been in my bag going home with me. I mean, it was so pretty, and I wanted it. And there was an Indian lady there, East Indian, who was doing henna art. And Kayla, of course, you saw the picture of the hand there with the drawing on it. Kayla got a henna tattoo done. And of course, henna is just basically skin dye, and it wears off like in 2 to 3 weeks. So she went and she got that done, and it lasted for a good long while, and she enjoyed it. So that's what was funny was she was sitting over there and she was trying to get the blow dryer to work. She's like, Jennifer, come help me. So I had to go over there, and I'm standing over here with the blow dryer. It's like, okay, come on, dry. And she's like, it's not dry yet. It's like, okay, we'll go a little bit longer. Not dry yet. Okay, go a little bit longer. But yeah, I was happy to help her with it. But she got a a henna tattoo. Uh, I don't think my voice was the only thing I lost. I think I lost a little bit of my brain too. I think some of that disintegrated when I lost my voice. But anyways, like I said, there were lots of things to look at. There were things that were kind of kid oriented for the kids. Um, there was all sorts of things. You know, truthfully, I don't think we saw everything. I mean, they actually had a section set up that was they called it the Scottish Village, and there was like little tents set up all around, and it was for the different Scottish clans, which in some of my research that I've done on my family, I have found out that one of the names, in fact, it's Tafina's mother. Her maiden name was Ewing, and Ewing actually started out as a Scottish name. So, maybe next year I'll go back and see if I can find someone that connects in with the Ewing clan. Uh, what's really funny, and I almost laughed whenever I realized that I had a relative named Ewing, was the fact I was thinking back to the early 80s, the TV series that they had, Dallas, because that was the Ewing family, the big oil people. There's J.R. Ewing and, oh, I can't think of anybody else. But, so that there was, that was the Ewings. I was sitting there thinking, I could have gone and claimed part of their oil here. Yeah, not. I know that they were, made up characters, but I found it funny that I have a real life ancestor who was a Ewing. And so, like I said, some of the light research, not deep, heavy stuff that I do mostly, but just a little kind of glancing through thing that it started out as a Scottish name. And many of the Scots are considered to be Celts. So it all kind of works in together. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking next year it's like, I need to stop in the village. I need to do a little bit of looking in with that, and, maybe uh, see what I can do to get some help. Uh, Speaking of that, there was one big disappointment that I had. Um, on the thing, it said that there would be like a genealogist there. And I was really, really, really hoping to find a genealogist and be able to talk to him. The genealogist was not a genealogist. He was in heraldry. Heraldry is basically the studying of the family name and the family origin, and where how the name originated, to see if they were worthy to be granted a family crest and a family shield. Um, it wasn't what I was looking for. I mean, it's like a sister study. I mean, you have like genealogy, and then you have heraldry, and they kind of run parallel to each other, but they're not the same, because genealogy actually goes through and says, okay, your father, your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your great uncle, and like that. It's like I said, that they're similar, but it wasn't what I was hoping for. So honestly, that was probably my biggest disappointment, maybe my only disappointment. But, like I said, if that's the only thing that I lost out on, then I'm good. Maybe the Scottish people were the ones that were more the genealogists, the Scottish village. And like I said, if I go back next year, which I'm kind of hoping I will, I want to go through the Scottish village, and like I said, see if I can find someone connected with the Ewing clan. And then, like I said, maybe talk to them, and discuss the connection and the how everything kind of works in, and you know maybe after Ireland bound and Norway bound, maybe there will be a Scotland bound, and I'll go to Scotland and stand in the place where the Ewing stood. But anyway, so let's see. I believe there's one more section I was going to do. So I am going to switch over and show y'all that. Okay, so saw some nice young dancers there. That was a dance school in North Dallas. There, of course, they kind of specialize and do the Irish type of dancing, and they were really good. Uh, I wasn't able to record, like I said, very well, and you could hear how the music sounded. And that was from a distance, so you couldn't really get a good, just sound. That's how everything inside sounded. And like I said, I know now that it was the equipment I was using. I could record pretty good, like the whole picture thing. It just not very good on the sound. So, anyways, and then also too, I found out that there are a lot of the musical groups that they have um, copyrights on some of their music, so you can't just record them for the copyright purposes. And of course, on YouTube, if you played it and they go, "Hey, wait a minute, that's a copyrighted song," you have to go back and you have to knock out the music and record something else over it, like talking or something like that. So uh, I took a picture of or a couple of pictures there of the I'm trying to think of what they're called. They were the Celtic um, band that was part of the United States Air Force. They were a military band, but they did a lot of Celtic music. So they were kind of fun and interesting to listen to, and we enjoyed listening to them. And uh, it was, like I said, it was enjoyable. There was also another group there, and once again, not able to record them. Uh, they had a beautiful sound. They were a harpist and a flute player. They were called the Golden Ring. And their music was just so relaxing. I mean, it's like you could get one of their CDs and you could put it in and just, relax and just, chill out with their music. I mean, it was very good, very calm and soothing, especially if you've had a rough day, you could put that in and just float away on a cloud. It was so pretty. But like I said, it kind of it's really not fun when you can't record some of those things. But like I said, YouTube, if it's copyrighted, YouTube would say, hey, you can't play this. Um, the little bit of kind of tinny music that you heard, since you can't hear it clearly, and also too, I'm thinking that it's some of the really old, like folk music, which means it probably isn't going to fall under copyright. Also, there's no words to it. It's just, the basically musical beat for the dancers to keep time by. So I'm hoping, like I said, between the very bad sound equipment on my equipment and the fact that, like I said, it should be old folk music, um, that I won't hit the copyright with it. If I do, then I'll be going back trying to cover it over and erase the music. So, anyways, if I do, I don't know what I'll do in place of it, but I'll try and think of something. But it's short little segments, so it won't take very long. Um, the last thing, and I'm going to explain, say what it is, and then I'm going to show you the pictures and leave off with the pictures on it. Um, oh, and before I leave off with the pictures, uh, since this is going to be the last time I speak, to remind y'all, if you haven't already, subscribe. You know that little red button that's down here? Subscribe and let me and YouTube know that you are enjoying what I do, so that way uh, they'll, like I said, maybe they'll put me in better spots and uh, kind of pop me up in people's feed where they'll see it and maybe take an interest and start watching me. Also, too, nice big thumbs up, the like button. That helps a lot too, so that way, like I said, YouTube needs to know if y'all enjoy it. I went back and I was looking at some of the older stuff I did, and I was shocked. I was getting so many like thumbs up on things like, yeah, the older stuff. Now let's do the newer stuff here. So, but anyways, I'm very happy that there are some people that are enjoying it enough that they are giving me the thumbs up, and also too, leave a comment with me. You know, yeah, on this one, like I said, there's not a lot of information I can convey back and forth. Just say hi, Jennifer, and send me a nice little hi, and I'll say hi back to you. Sandy, don't knock my camera down. Sandy went from sitting beside me to sitting below me, and he's causing problems down here. But anyways, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Maybe there's something in it that someone might like, so feel free to hit the share button and share it with other people. Now, uh, now that I have remembered my manners, let's get on to the last few pictures that I have. They are animal shots. There was of course they told you that you're free to bring your dogs, more than welcome, let the dogs come as long as they behave themselves. In fact, they thought the owners might be, or the dogs might behave themselves more than the owners would. But they had several different adoption things out there where you could adopt a dog, which I thought was pretty cool. They had rescue societies and things like that out there, where you could go and get all sorts of different animals. And there was an indoor section. We didn't go in there because there were certain things that we were looking for. And in all truth of the matter, when we first got there, things were a little bit kind of confusing. We kind of ended up all over the place there at the beginning, trying to figure out things, figure out where everything was at. And so uh, it's like, now that we have been out there, now that we kind of know how things are set up, maybe next year we can figure it out a little bit better and go at it in a more reasonable direction. But anyways, like I said, there are a few pictures here. My favorite animals of all. Uh, you heard me at the beginning talking about how I wanted to go pet the horsey. They had some really pretty horses up there, and I got to live on a couple of them. And also too, they had oh, I'm trying to think. Uh, Dogs. They had, well, besides the ones you could adopt, they had greyhounds in one section, and they had an animal that I had wanted to see and to pet for years. It's called an Irish wolfhound. I'll put that one at the very end. Oh, and before I forget, there's something I saw up there. Boy, would you leave that alone? Now my kitty cat's messing with my camera. Ugh, I swear these animals. Anyways, there was something I saw up there that I thought was really interesting. It was a stilt walker. So I'll put stilt walker in. He'll be like the first one that'll come up, and then I'll show the animals, and I'll leave off with the Irish Wolfhound, so that way you can see the animal that I've been waiting for so long to see. So, anyways, until the next video, I guess I will talk to everybody later. Bye bye.